Hey there artists, today we're going to learn how to draw Goku from Dragon Ball Z. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off with Goku's head first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this cheek. So I'm going to draw a straight line that comes down. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, the goal is to come back down towards the middle to make up his chin. And that little space right here, I'm going to round it off a little bit to make his chin. So now that we have an understanding of how wide Goku's face is, I'm going to try to draw his eyes equally on each side because his face is going to be very symmetrical. So I'm going to do his eyebrow like so. This is going to be the bottom of his eyebrow. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now his eyes, we're going to draw a straight line coming down on the side like this. And same thing on the other side. Now we're going to draw a short line that comes in on both sides. For his pupils, we're going to do these oval shapes. They're going to be almost complete ovals. And for the rest of his eyebrows, I'm going to draw a short line that comes up like this on both of them. And I'm going to draw a curved line that comes across the top on both eyebrows. Now I'm just going to connect these two lines with a straight line. For his nose, we're going to go down the middle a little bit, and I'm going to start a line right about here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a straight line. And to finish out his nose, he's going to have some shading. So we're going to draw a little triangular shape like this. And for his mouth, I'm going to do a curved line right here, a little short one. And we're going to do one right here. And the idea is, I'm going to try to draw a curved line that connects the two. And he's got this little line down here for his bottom lip. To finish out his eyes, I'm actually going to color his eyebrows in. On both sides as well. And for his pupils, I'm going to fill them in as well. We'll go back and add some details later, so let's finish out Goku's head. For his ears, I'm going to draw a straight line that comes up like this. But you know what, let's add a little curve at the bottom. And then a straight line. So at the top of these lines, we're going to draw a line coming up, and we're going to curve it at the top. So we're going to go up and curve. And now we're going to draw a line that comes down towards his face. On both sides. Real quick, did you know that Dragon Ball Z is all about teamwork and getting stronger? The characters like Goku and Vegeta work really hard to train, and they fight bad guys to protect Earth. Plus, Goku loves eating tons of food to get his energy back after battles, just like a real superhero feast. Anyways, back to the video. So the reason I have Goku's face along the bottom is because his hair is very tall and very spiky. So let's move on to the hair. Right here at the bottom of this right ear, I'm going to draw a little V shape. And that's going to be the beginning of one of the spikes of his hair. So I'm going to come up like this. And I'm going to bring my line in. This is going to be the bangs of Goku. So all we're going to do is just draw this curved line. And it's going to be like this wide V shape. And I'm going to come up. so the hair comes down to a point. Now this one, we're going to kind of change the angle. So you see how these ones curve down this way? We're going to curve it the other way now. So I'm going to draw a curved line coming down. And it's going to come back up. And then for his final bang, we're going to come down where the tip of the top of the ear is. So now that we have his bangs, let's move on to the rest of Goku's hair. So at the bottom of this right ear, probably right about here, I'm going to draw a straight line that comes out. And what I'm going to do is it's going to come to a point. So what I'm going to do is draw a straight line that comes in. And it's going to be these sideways V's, like these skinny sideways V's. Now we're going to make a bigger sideways V by drawing a straight line that comes out like this. And we're going to have it come back right about here. So he's got this crazy spike in his hair that has this wide curve to it. So we're going to do a little bit of a curve on this one. And we're going to do like an arch. And try to end it about here. And we're going to do one more of these, but a smaller version along the top. So I'm going to go a curved line like this. And remember, it's going to come to a point, and we're going to do an arch just like this, but a little bit smaller. Like so. And then he has a space, which is just going to be this curved line along the top, which is going to be the top of his head. And then now we're back to making these sideways V's. So we're going to go out to a point, and we're going to come back in. And we'll do another one just like that. We're going to go out, back in. And we're going to do a final spike, but this one will be much smaller. We're going to go out and back in towards his head. And he's got these random stray hairs that kind of come off the top of his head. So we're going to do one right here. And I'm going to come out and just draw one line. And then he's got one right here as well. So we're going to come out of this spot, and we're going to kind of divide it with a straight line. So Goku is not just a floating head. I'm actually going to add his neck and his shoulders. So from this point right here and this point right here, I'm going to draw two straight lines that come down for his neck. And for his shoulders, we're going to kind of start at the middle of this line here and right here. And we're going to draw a line that comes down at an angle. Like so. So I'm going to actually connect these two lines with an arch, or an upside down arch like this. And we'll give him his pec muscles, so he's going to have these lines that come up like this. And we're going to draw straight lines that come out towards his shoulders. He's got these muscles in his neck, so we're going to draw these lines that come at an angle. So we're going to draw his uniform now. To make this simple, we're going to draw a collar. So we're going to do two parallel lines. And to finish out his right collar, I'm going to draw a line that comes straight out like this at an angle, and it's going to come back down towards his shoulders. And I'm going to add a line right about here, and it's going to come down towards his shoulders as well. Now to finish out his right shoulder, I'm just going to draw a line that comes out at an angle. Now let's try to do the same thing, but on his left side. So I'm going to draw two parallel lines to make up the collar. And I'm going to draw, from this outside line, I'm going to draw a line that comes up and back down. And let's draw a line that comes up like this. And let's connect the two. I'm going to add a little fold in there just by adding a line like this. And we're going to draw a shoulder that comes out starting from right here. And it's just going to be a straight line that comes out to the edge of our paper. So this is a very simple outline of Goku. But you know what? There are little details that we can add in, like simple lines that will help elevate our drawing. So for his ears, I'm going to draw a straight line that comes up. And it's going to come down to match this curve right here. So they're going to run parallel. It's kind of like you're repeating this line, but on the inside of his ear. And he's got this little sideways V shape inside. And we're going to go down and up. And he's got these two lines that come out of his ear, like the folds of his ear. And we're going to try to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to kind of mimic these lines, but on the inside. Like this. And he's got the sideways V. We're going to do a U shape at the bottom. A line that comes out, and another line that comes out. And we're going to add a couple more details, again, just to help elevate our drawing. So, at the top of this eyebrow, on this flat side, I'm going to draw a skinny line. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And under his eye, right above his, to show his cheekbones, he's going to draw, we'll just draw these little hash marks for his upper part of his cheeks. And in his nose, we're going to draw these straight diagonal lines like this. On his face, right about here, we're going to divide this spot with a thin line for his hair. So now I've got this simple outline of Goku. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my time to color it with some markers and maybe some color pencils. And it's going to really turn this really simple drawing into a very cool piece of art. So make sure you take your time, you enjoy the creative process, and we'll be right back. And this is my Goku. And as you can tell, I turned a really simple outline of Goku, and all I did was take my time when coloring, and I turned it into a really cool piece of art. And you can too. So if you guys like these kind of videos, make sure you guys like and subscribe for the next one, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.
If you like my dad's videos, like and subscribe. See you next time.